Good morning, welcome to a very cold and foggy start to this beautiful summer's morning here in the small city of Armidale. It's down to about 11 degrees right now, which, believe me, for the middle in summer, that's pretty cold. But I was expecting it, so luckily I brought hoodie and jeans, so I changed into that overnight. Armidale is notorious for being a cold city. We're about 1,000 meters up in elevation in the northern tablelands, and I've never been here before at all, and I'm very impressed with this city, I have to say. It's a small city or large town, depending how you rank it. As you've seen my footage going around and going to the Gara Gorge yesterday, very nice area, and I have to say I really like this climate. It does feel weird wearing warm clothes like this in the middle of summer. Oh, what's the time? It's like 5 a.m. I'm a bit messed up on the time, right? Because even though New South Wales is just directly south of Queensland, for those of you overseas, New South Wales and the other eastern states all use daylight savings times, whereas Queensland does not. By Queensland time, it's about 5 a.m. right now, and New South Wales time is 6 a.m. Right, there we go. We're 1 hour ahead. There, I got it in the end. Sorry, I'm a bit knackered, honestly. But wow. Yeah, yesterday being my first ever solo road trip. I'm not doing the whole long one all the way down to the central tablelands, but I have come all the way down to here. It's about 3.5 hours drive from my town in the Southern Downs region, Queensland, all the way down to here to Armidale. I'll show you guys a bit of my sleeping setup, because I have in fact been car camping overnight. Proper car camping for the first time. I mean, I've stayed in my car overnight before, but not in public like this. So I'll show you guys my whole setup. This here is Curtis Park that I am. It's right in the city centre underneath the main road here. So yeah, we've got Hungry Jack's nearby here, which for those you overseas, that is actually an Australian Burger King. We don't have Burger King here, it's called Hungry Jack's. And this here is my car. So I'm actually at the Tourist Information Centre. That's where I parked my car, that's where I stayed overnight. So I was really focused on taking this whole experience in, and I'll no doubt have more update and reflections for you guys later on. So yeah, Hungry Jack's Tourist Information Centre. First time showing you my car camping setup, but I'm pretty happy with how it's come along. So yeah, this is the main setup right in here. So what I did is I put the front seat all the way forward and pushed it down as far as I could to give myself more leg room. So basically I've got this 3-fold foam mattress. You fold this in 3. It's very nice and thick. And I also have an old camping mat that does have a hole in it and does leak air, but I put this underneath as well, because as you'll see underneath, all the way underneath here, there's a bit of a, you can't see probably, but there's a bit of a gap there. So anyway, I put some blankets and just mats, and just double layered mattress on top, just to make it more comfortable. And overall it's actually been very comfortable. I brought my good pillow, I've got some just clothes, information I collected, and some good storage on the side here. In this cooler bag I've got some gas bottles, which I'll store underneath the seat to keep it out of the sun, the day. Got my hiking pack just in case I need it, and underneath here, yeah, blue jerry can with some spare water, and here got esky with all my food, some bread that I just bought, tins just in case I want it, and yeah, that's all I really have for now. And yeah, so this is the back setup. It's very comfortable. I slept very well here, all things considered. I was a little bit nervous doing this because it's my very first time, but all things considered, it went very well. And yeah, I woke up just a few times just looking around me, seeing if anyone's discovering me, all of that. But it was a bit of an adrenaline rush, honestly. I really quite enjoy it. Yeah, it is early morning. I would have actually liked to get a bit more sleep, but I sort of figured, I saw it's getting light, sun's coming up, so I figured, yeah, you know what, I'm just going to get out of here. So, but first I wanted to show you what I've actually been working with. And of course at the front, I'm storing my pack that I carry today. And in the front here, I actually brought my power station, one of my spare ones that I have in the caravan. I'm just charging my phone at the moment. I'm gonna leave. I've successfully done my first ever car camping, so I'll go and park somewhere else, find a toilet. There's someone somewhere in this park. And then today I've seen everything I wanted to see in the Armidale city itself, the university campus I drove past, and of course you saw all the historic buildings, and then unexpectedly Gara Gorge. Today we're going to be going to Wollomimbi Falls. So I'm going to go get cleaned up for this morning, find a bathroom, and then we're going to go and head to Wollomimbi Falls. I'll see you guys over there. Right, I found a new spot to park for the meantime, just on the side street here. It's the other side of Curtis Park. I was parked just over there. Armidale, I have to say, is a interesting blend of old and modern. There's a lot of old historic buildings here, but at the same time it's also quite a modern city. Like I saw with the university campus, modern high-tech toilet. Let's go inside and see. Damn, it's closed. All right, well, that's not working, so I'll have to go and find somewhere else. Oh well, I fancy myself going on a bit of a walk for a toilet hunt. I've got my toothbrush at the ready, so I'm all ready to get set up for the day. And after I get set up, I'm just going to head straight off. I'm not going to have breakfast or anything. I'll have that maybe on the way back from that hike. I want to head off early. Today's going to be the drive back home, and I do want to take my time. I didn't stop at anywhere much yesterday. I just was sort of focused on getting down here. I did leave a bit later than planned, but yeah, today I want to get into it early. I don't want to rush, so yeah, it is what it is. I must say though, I'm very much enjoying car camping. I've got a lot to learn with it. There's a few things I need to sort out. Getting some sort of window covers is definitely on my list. I wanted to do that beforehand, but I just ran out of time and didn't get around to it, so no window covers. But that was alright, because overnight the windows fogged up anyway, and that sort of acted as protection from anyone looking in. Another alternative that I've seen some people do is get really dark window tinting, so I might look into getting some darker window tinting for my car, and then that would also help keep prying eyes away. And apart from that, just really experimenting and playing around with the whole setup. Today I'm actually feeling in the mood for vlogging, so I'll probably do quite a few more of these sort of vlogs today. Yesterday, I want to take the whole experience in, but the road home, well, looks like I'm going to be seeing more of that than I initially planned. I was initially planning on not vlogging any of it, and yesterday I was not in the mood of vlogging at all, but I thought, you know what, I'll just gather some footage for you guys, put it all together, do some voiceovers. And today, well, I'm feeling up to vlogging, so here we are. It's really the best way to do it. I'm not going to force myself to film if I don't want to, but at the same time I'll always have my camera with me so that I can film if I want. Well, it seems I'm going on a bit of a longer walk now, which I'm fine with. Yeah, one thing I really enjoy about this trip is the spontaneity. Like, this is all completely spontaneous. I did not plan any of it whatsoever. Well, alright, so the only research I did is, of course, I knew where I wanted to go. Like, initially I wanted to go down south to the Central Tablelands, but then with the way this week went outside, I didn't know what, I'll just get to Armidale. I've always wanted to check out this town and a few other places along the way. So yeah, here I am. So I searched like where the town is, bit of the history. Like, just read a Wikipedia page, of course, like what the climate is like, because I'm interested in that sort of stuff, and also to prepare, you know, what clothes to bring. That's basically about it. I didn't research anything in terms of what the tourist sites are down here. I knew they have the University of New England down here, which I thought that would be interesting to just check out a little bit. I knew there's some cool hikes that I'd heard of, but it's all just rumors, things that I'd heard of. So I came here, and all the stuff I saw yesterday was completely spontaneous. And for me, I'm not a very spontaneous person. I usually like to have things be more... So people just doing some morning exercise in the park over there. I like things to be structured. So for me, doing a spontaneous trip like this is a big thing for me. And I have to say, I'm really enjoying it. It's really giving me it's a good adrenaline rush, and just, wow. Middle of summer, who would have thought? I found a... Ooh, is that locked? I think it's locked. Damn it. Why does this... That's one complaint of this town. No functional or open bathrooms. Is it locked? Yeah, that's locked. Okay. Okay, I've pulled up at the spot where I initially stopped last night. Did some cleaning up and organizing in my car because even in the midst of spontaneity, I do like some structure. So the bed is all made, it's not all messed up now, and I have to say I'm really liking this setup. This double mattress setup is very comfortable. Usually if I put this front seat like leaning fully forward, I have more than enough leg room. About it. All right, and over here, this table here, I'm just gonna actually have some quick breakfast. If you look, I did indeed end up going to get some Hungry Jack's delicious bacon deluxe burger. I wasn't going to, but given that I spent a good amount of time this morning wandering around trying to find a toilet, I figured, well, I can't be bothered bringing out my stove. I mean, I've got plenty of tins in my esky, but in this weather, it's still cold now, still cold and misty. About 7 a.m. now. I didn't want to bother having to get my gas stove out, warm some tins out. I'm not eating cold tins, not in this weather. So yeah, I'm just gonna have my Hungry Jacks, and yeah, then we'll be off. And I also got my laptop bag. I'm gonna get all this footage onto my laptop because yeah, this GoPro is occasionally throwing some errors and I didn't want to lose this footage. So yeah, let's enjoy this and I'll see you guys over there.